can throw it in my bag and it will come out looking how it's supposed to, wrinkled. So love that. It's one of the ones that if you ain't even got an arch, it's gonna give you one. Okay, it's gonna give you that sleek, sexy feel to the foot. Maximilian, he just has a really, really fantastic eye. Like, it's hard to deny it. It's hard to deny his good taste. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, Sierra. Hey, yeah! And as you guys can tell by the title, I am back with Style Sundays, episode number 2. So I want to say so sorry for missing last Sunday, y'all. I know we only on the 2nd episode and I'm already missing a day, but trust and believe that I wanted to be there, but I just couldn't because I did not have time to do the research that it took to produce this video. But nonetheless, I'm here and I'll be back next Sunday. Oh, also, get into my smoothie real quick. This smoothie has been keeping my skin clear. It has made my eyes brighter. It has made me think sharper. And it is 1 banana, a handful of spinach, and I either do raspberries or berries. And I promise you, y'all, you having problems with your skin, drink this every day for a week and DM me how it go. Enough about smoothies. Today I'm going to be talking about Ferragamo Spring 2025 ready to wear collection. Maximilian Davis is now the creative director at Ferragamo and has been since March 2022. And before Maximilian Davis, it was Paul Andrew who was the creative director of Ferragamo from 2019 to 2022. And he left due to a restructuring. And Ferragamo went public back in 2011 with the Milan Stock Exchange. However, their family still owns 65% of the company. This is Marco Gobbeti, who is the CEO of Ferragamo, and he was appointed back in 2022. And prior, he was at Celine, Bottega, but I really want to talk about his time at Celine because it was said that he and Phoebe Philo really worked hand in hand. He did marketing and branding while she would create and design for the brand. And he is the person, apparently, for why we know Celine to be so exclusive and so alluring, is because of that branding work, I guess, that he did there. And he is, I guess, the guy that people bring in, brands bring in when they want a reinvention and sales aren't doing so well. And him appointing Maximilian was actually one of the first things that he did when he stepped in as CEO because he truly believes in Maximilian and his gift. But prior to Ferragamo, Maximilian actually had his own line, which I remember having so much buzz. It was worn by Dua Lipa, was worn by Rihanna, was a huge fan, Beyonce. But ever since he started at Ferragamo, he has put his brand on pause. Maximilian's brand was known for its focus on tailoring that was youthful and refined. And this collection was heavily inspired by Ferragamo's connection to ballet. With that being said, you can find looks inspired by Rudolph, I cannot pronounce his last name, Nureyev, which I feel like I should know his name considering that he was the best or greatest male ballet dancer of his generation. And when I was researching Rudolph Nureyev, I found that he was also the inspiration for Kim Jones Dior, one of his shows, which I'll insert here. Another dancer who was an inspiration for this collection was actually Catherine Dunham. And Catherine was a dancer, choreographer, social activist, anthropologist. She was also known as the Black Queen Mother of Dance. She also opened, I think, the first Black ballet studio in Chicago. And Ferragamo also fitted her for shoes. And he made Nureyev's ballet shoes, it was said. So what Maximilian did at Ferragamo is what I'm seeing is a trend for a lot of the collections during this time, which everyone is in their archive bag, which I don't blame them. Like, why not recreate or build upon, you know, styles that were a thing in the past? Now, I don't want to say it makes their job easier, but I feel like it's gonna speak to that client right away because it's something familiar. And Maximilian was actually quoted saying that it's over 15,000 pairs of shoes in like the Ferragamo archive. And he said that all of them were created for a reason and all of them have, you know, a story behind them. Although some styles Maximilian Davis and his team obviously have come up with on their own, one of my favorite styles that Maximilian is known for Ferragamo is the hug bag. I absolutely love that freaking bag. I think that it's so classic and so sleek. It features the horse clasp, which I think is called the Gianichi class. Hold on, let me see. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong thing. Gansini, yeah. Also, the bag is called the Hug because if you look, the two little leather straps look like they are literally hugging the freaking bag. Like, how cute is that? How thoughtful, how mindful. So this first look, which was actually look 1 out of 65, was one of my faves because we all know I'm this sleek, minimal girl, okay? So I am always here for a less is more moment. I love the, you know, cream or taupey color of the jacket. I think it comes actually in other colors. And I also love the fact that it comes in like this wrinkled type of material because I think good for travel. Okay, I can throw it in my bag and it will come out looking how it's supposed to, wrinkled. So love that. And I know it's a trench coat, but I have yet to see a trench coat with a belt below the waist on purpose. Okay, like I think that you will see that on like old men who they done lost weight, gained weight, and they still wear that same trench coat, and so the belt may shift depending on where they are with their weight. But I like that it was an intentional aspect to this jacket, having it that low. And also the shoes, which is actually a style that Maximilian brought back because this is a style that Ferragamo himself created. I love, again, his reiteration. I think that it's a little bit more modern and sleek, especially in the colors and tones that he chose to do them in. So yeah, one of my faves. When I saw the ballerina looks, my first thought before I read the show notes, because I do kind of try to take in the collection and dissect it how I dissect it, and I was just like, these ballerina looks just don't make no sense. Like, why do he have these ballerina looks? Because I feel like the other looks were simple yet still refined and a little bit more formal than the ballerina looks, to the point where they just look odd, I feel like, coming down the runway. But once you know the inspiration behind the collection, which I guess a lot of people may know already before looking at it, it makes sense. Like, okay, yes, you need those, you know, leotards and leggings and little tie-up shoes to tie it all in. I do see this little ballerina tie-up heel situation being a thing for spring, summer next year, mainly because I feel like we're into this like sleek, dainty, quiet luxury era, and these are simple yet effective. I love saying that, but I say that because it's dainty. Yes, you got the little tie up, which gives it a little pizzazz, but for the most part, your foot is gonna look sexy in this shoe, and that's the main reason why I feel like the girls is gonna cling to it, because it's one of the ones that if you ain't even got an arch, it's gonna give you one. Okay, it's gonna give you that sleek, sexy feel to the foot. Also, considering that Ferragamo, their shoes and their leather goods has been their bread and butter, I love that with the collection, like, although these are really beautiful looks, really beautiful garments, your attention still kind of goes to the bag first. Like, I definitely noticed, like, hold on, what is that sleek bag? I also love this look right here because I think that it's young, but it's not too young. It's a little bit trendy, but not too trendy. And I say that because of the whole skirt situation. I feel like we've seen this. It's like Ferragamo's spin on the trend. And I also appreciate the model even that they chose to put in this look, considering that they are a redhead with the same type of orangish, reddish hue in the freaking bag. And then this look right here in particular, like, again, I feel like you think ballerina, but you don't have to be a ballerina to wear it. This dress also reminds me of this Rick Owens dress that has been in my real obsessions for some time. Maybe it won't be if one of y'all want to cop it after this video, but I haven't copped this dress because I think it has a little stain on it. But nonetheless, it's kind of giving me this same types of feels. And then getting into this next look, I freaking love it. It's all white. I love a band collar. I think a band collar looks good on just about anyone. It always just makes you look a little bit more clean, a little bit more sophisticated, because everybody wear a collar, but not everybody wear a band collar. It looks like it has like a wide, billowy type sleeve. Also a drop shoulder. I'm always looking at these types of details when it comes to pieces, mainly because I'm a broad person and I feel like a drop shoulder always is more flattering on broad people. This look is just so easy and just so practical too. Like vacation, just on your day-to-day with your kids, you can roll up the bottom of the pants and you're going on a little beach day. Like, I love that he's creating beautiful clothes that can actually be worn. And then the bag too, I think that this is still the Hug bag, but it looks like it's in this like fabric Maximilian, he just has a really, really fantastic eye. Like, it's hard to deny it. It's hard to deny his good taste. Look like you have the same little look here, but in a cobalt blue. Actually, no, you don't, because the top has like a twisting around type of effect. I do get a La Mer type of a feel, especially with like the top half, but it still makes sense for Ferragamo. And then it looks like it's like a silk cargo, but for me, obviously, it's the cobalt blue color that is just so pow wow in your face. It's just hard not to like this look, I guess, unless you don't like blue. But the craftsmanship, the fabrics that he chose to use so you can actually see the movement of the pant, the movement of the top. I feel like this was one of the looks that really spoke to me as Ferragamo. And that's mainly because of, again, the leather. You can really see the quality of the leather. And leather, quality leather is definitely what comes to mind when you think Ferragamo. And sleekness is also what comes to mind. And underneath, it looks like it's like a shawl like piece draped underneath. But for this look in particular, like, I love the sleekness of it. It doesn't look overpowering. It doesn't look like it's doing too much, which can easily happen when you're doing leather on leather. And then with the trouser, even, like, I love his choice of trouser, because he could have just did a leather pant, which I think would have been overkill. But pairing this leather, again, top with something more light and flowy on the bottom, it's just chef's freaking kiss. I think Maximilian is phenomenal. I am so excited to see what he is going to do in fashion. I think that he's already, again, made his mark, already has made pieces that I think designers after him are going to definitely pull inspiration from. And yeah, that is all that I have for you guys today. I am not going to do any looks because I really don't have anything that is Ferragamo-esque, to be quite honest. And also, like, I think it's kind of overkill for me to be doing looks on top of this. Please let me know down in the comments if you guys would like me to keep doing looks with these style series videos. And I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.